Hello guys, welcome to the Firefighter Youth Academy channel, and today are your hosts. My name is Jennifer.
And my name is Evelyn. Today we will be going over the science behind fire that includes its components, stages, and what you can do to eliminate these dangers.
Before we talk about the fire, we talk about the firefighter. In this job, your gear is your life support system. It starts with BSI, which stands for body substance isolation. We fight carcinogens, which are substances or agents that can cause cancer. Blood-borne pathogens, which are disease-causing microorganisms found in human blood. And toxic particulates, which are harmful airborne particles that damage health when inhaled. Your PPE, personal protective equipment, acts as an outer shell that resists tearing and heat, to the turnout gear that prevent burns, to your self-contained breathing apparatus, which provides a positive pressure atmosphere. You are a walking laboratory designed to survive the unsurvivable. Keep in mind, you can't defeat what you don't understand. Remember, fire is categorized by its fuel source. If you use the wrong extinguisher, you can make the problem worse. In order to recognize which extinguishing agent to use, you must know the different classes of fires. First is Class A fires, involving ordinary combustible materials such as wood, paper, cloth, and various plastics. To put them out, you should use either water or an ABC extinguisher. These are the most frequent types of fires in residential and office environments. Class B fires involve flammable liquids like gas or oil and require CO2. Dry chemical or foam extinguishers to smother the flames without using water. Class C fires involve energized electrical equipment like appliances, which must be extinguished using non-conductive agents like CO2 or dry chemicals to avoid electrocution. Class D fires, combustible metals include magnesium, titanium, or sodium, which require specialized dry powder agents that smother the fire and absorb heat. And lastly, Class K fires involving hot cooking oils, or animal fats that require specialized wet chemical extinguishers to cool the oil and smother the flame. Now, let's see this through the molecular level. For a fire to exist, you need heat, fuel, and oxygen. Most people forget the uninhibited chemical chain reaction, or better known as fire tetrahedron. If you break any one of these four components, the fire ceases to exist. Fire is a pressure game. High-pressure heat always seeks low-pressure cold air. This creates the flow path. Two examples of this flow path in action include pyrolysis, the chemical decomposition of solid organic matter by heat in the absence of oxygen, which releases the flammable gases necessary to sustain a fire. Then we also have thermal layering or heat stratification, which in short is a visual representation of heat rising and cool air lowering. The fire development graph measures how a fire in a confined space changes by the relationship between time and temperature, typically consisting of 4 distinct stages. The incipient stage is the beginning of the fire development process. At this stage, the fire is small, localized, and usually confined to the original fuel source, such as a single piece of furniture. The growth stage following ignition is where the fire begins to influence the environment. During this phase, the fire transitions from being fuel-controlled to potentially ventilation-controlled, limited by available oxygen. The fully developed stage is the peak of the fire's intensity. All combustible materials in the compartment have ignited and the fire is consuming the maximum amount of fuel possible. Flashover is the simultaneous ignition of all combustible items in a room due to extreme radiant heat. It marks the instant transition from a growing fire to a fully developed one. Understanding the science behind the fire triangle contributes to acknowledging events such as backdraft and how sudden introduction of oxygen, such as opening a door, can lead to detrimental events. The decay stage is the decline of a fire as it consumes the remaining fuel or oxygen, leading to the end of a fire. Finally, overhaul is where firefighters search for and extinguish hidden sparks or hot spots to prevent the fire from reigniting. This reaches the end of our video. If you wish to learn more interesting concepts on emergency medical services and careers, visit our website, the Firefighter Youth Academy, and become a cadet at any one of our locations. Keep watch for our next video. See you soon.